I've been in the barbering business for 51 years. I went to barber school in Phoenix, Arizona, and I worked the graveyard shift from midnight to 6:30 in the morning, and barber school started at 8, so I would go right down to barber school, and it was my first job that I went to work in San Francisco on Clay and Sansom Street. 2 years after that, I ended up managing the barber shop. It was a 4-chair working barber shop. I was there 10 years' time and managed the shop. Barbering was not my first job. When I was in high school, I learned the Morse code, which you had to have to become an agent telegrapher on the railroad. And this was on the main line in Nebraska. I came to California, and in that time I was drafted in the Army and served 2 years partially in Korea during the Korean War. I started cutting hair in 1960 and to the present time. And I've got half a dozen people that come in regularly for beard trims and full facial shaves. So it's part of the business a lot of people don't do, but it's all part of the. In barbering, you give haircuts, you give shaves, facials, scalp massage, and that's really the primary functions you do. But most of your work is centered around haircuts. But after each haircut, I usually shave around the ears, which you use a razor to do that on adults. You don't need to do that on youngsters. But I've been here for 50 years, so it's fairly comfortable with the business here. I've known a lot of people. The records that I have here are different records from anywhere from the 50s, jazz records. Most of them are the 33 size records, 33 and a third. The old 78s and the 45s. I don't deal too much with them. I get a few of them, but most people are interested in the 33. So it's the rock and roll records from the 70s and some of the jazz records from the 50s. It's very good to pass the time of day, and it takes you back in the music that was recorded 60 years ago. I'll be 80 years old July 2nd, so I grew up in Nebraska as a young person, came out here when I was 20 in 1951. My dad and older brother were barbers in El Cerrito in the East Bay. So I've lived in California 60 years. I live in Ignacio, and we own a home there, and I have one daughter and married. So life is good.